Well, welcome back to Junkman Organizes Some Things. It's been a while since I've made a video or something like this, but I think this is relatable to a lot of different people. You're in a small space, you have a small space, your situations change, and you need to reorganize things. I've made some garage update videos over the almost 20 years I've been on, well, I have been on YouTube for 20 years. Jeez, has it been that long? Yeah, it has. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've made one of those videos. This is not one of those. This is about a small area that I'm going to try to take care of today, some garage infrastructure stuff. And it's right in here, specifically here. As you can see, I have a cat, so cat food. I built this a long time ago, stores cat supplies and things. We've got sliding doors, extension cords in there, but this place has always been just a catch-all for just junk. And when I have a car parked in here, this is where the door opens, and of course you can open the door and get out and everything, walk by, get to the freezer and all that, but I have a bunch of my rechargeable battery stuff, and I don't have a good place for it. It's been all over the place, and I've not liked it. And I think this space right here is going to be a good spot. And I want to do something different here. This shelf here I originally built for the cat to hopefully lay on. Never laid on it. So obviously it just gets filled up with random stuff. Right now it's got drinks and stuff that should go in the fridge. Of course, everybody has a garage fridge. And I just want to clean it up and make it a little more organized. And that's what this video is going to be, so come with me, and I'm going to do it with just stuff I have laying around. This ain't going to be fancy, but hopefully I come up with a solution that I like. Well, this is all we're going to use. This was on a shelf that was in one of my other storage sheds, and I wasn't really using it. Here's some leftover chipboard, which is way heavier than we need for what I'm building here. And this is all we're going to do. I'm going to make a shelf here and kind of figure it out as we go to store my battery chargers. Okay, here is basically the pile of stuff that I want to be able to store on this shelf in some way, shape, or form. So first I'm going to just see, I got to cut this to length this way. And so this little handy air pump deal I do want to store here because I don't have a good place for it right now. So it'll go here. This is a charger for my Dremel. Of course, I got wall batteries. They go on the charger like that. I will probably have a separate storage for them. I do have one of these Hyper Tough tools, a Walmart thing, that I actually kind of like. So this is its charger, which is kind of chintzy. So I'm going to probably have to make a little, maybe I'll 3D print something to hold that, but we'll think about that later. Here's the DeWalt charger. I mean, it'll probably sit here somewhere. My Milwaukee charger, which I don't like that the cord comes out the front. I guess it's supposed to go like this, but it doesn't matter. So something like that, it'll sit here. And the DeWalt, you know what? This looks like this might just barely fit. Something like this, and then maybe have something like this for the batteries back here. But anyway, that kind of gives me an idea. Even they can sit in front of them, something like that. I mean, I have more batteries they store near the tools, but this is just the charging station. So I am just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna give myself a little bit more room there. I think something like that. Right there. Okay. Let's cut that. Okay, we got that cut roughly. Yeah, it looks like it sticks a little proud to this. I'll probably just round that over just so it's not on a sharp edge there. There's a little bit of, I got space on here, so I'll probably put a block to hold up this side over here, so it'll probably be up like that. I know some people will probably be like, oh, why don't you just make it, you know what, I'm making it easy on myself. I'll use one bracket here, probably put some anchors in there. I mean, not going to have a lot of weight on it, but we'll put some drywall anchors. There might be a stud. Well, no, there's a stud right here over there, so I'll probably have to do some anchors because we're going into a hollow cavity Anyway, let's go put that up there. This is just temporary to make sure we got it where we need. Okay, see, and then I can drill and make sure that still is level. Okay, and then I can run, once I get that mounted, run screws up here, run one up in there, and that'll hold that nice and steady. Got this set up nice and good there. Let's test out. I think that needs to go there. Oh yeah, I like it go on either side. But I think that should go there. And then I'm going to lay out the chargers. Now, we got to do something with the cords. And I guess they could run out the back, but I think I want to notch it. But I just don't know where. Probably in the middle. So we'll see how these set. Let's see. Yeah. So the DeWalt. Somewhere there, Milwaukee, Dremel on the end. I use the I'm charging the Dremel the least, so maybe it should go in the middle. We can't have two rival competitors too close to each other. Well, I don't like how that's off to the side there. Let's see. I mean, that's fine. I can make of course, maybe that should sit out like that, and I can. Yeah, well, I don't know. Should I go to the end and then that can go off to the side? What I think I might do is I'll put a little edging so stuff can't fall off. But I think do that in the middle. Make it wide enough so the plugs can go in, and then they'll go under. I'll cable manage, and I have a outlet off to the side over here. I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's notch that out. Okay, there we go. Put that in there. Let's see. Let me just test, make sure all the cords go through easy. Yep, in there. And then makes it so they can all be pulled out easily. There we go. And they'll all set. And we'll do that. Now, somebody said in the comments, what about this guy? Where's this going to go? Well, I think I'm going to have to design a 3D printed bracket that maybe holds this, and then I can slide the battery in. I haven't figured that out yet, so this one might just lay here for a bit until I get that figured out. Maybe I'll hang it under here or something. Well, I want to be able to see the LEDs. So I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll figure something out for that. I'm just going to use some leftover black paint that I had. I always keep all my old paint because I never know what projects, and I just don't want to see the bare wood. And so we'll just slather this on when it dries. We'll mount it up there, and we can set everything on it. And might be done with this project. And we'll see how we can improve some other parts of the garage. Well, we're done with part one of this reorganization of this whole space here, which has always been kind of a no man's land, kind of catch-all for stuff we don't know what to do with, or stuff that needs a temporary home before it goes into its permanent storage. But anyway, I got a battery on there charging. I got a space for my portable air compressor, which I love this thing. Highly recommend. But it goes there. My other batteries that I use, my Milwaukee batteries store in another part with my tools, but this is within line of sight. I can see if the light's green, it's done. and then I know to go put it away. It's always been what I've done. So anyway, get subscribed, like this video. Any kind of monetary support, give a thanks. Check out my website, got merch and everything. But get subscribed because we're going to handle this whole area down here and try to figure out a better utilization of this. Whether it's for storage of this kind of stuff, or other tools that don't have a good home, or maybe, I don't know. You'll just have to see. But anyway, get followed, subscribe, and thanks for watching.